Can you tell me what is the difference between point and lines? Anyone? What is the difference between points and lines?
So when we join 2 points, then we get a line.
Okay. So we can define a straight line as the shortest distance between any 2 points, and it is unidimensional, okay, and having only a length. Understood? So point is having no dimension. Okay. On the other hand, the line or straight line is the one, it is the shortest distance between any 2 points, and it is a unidimensional in nature, having length. Okay. So already you have the concept of quadrants. Okay, front view and top view of the points. Okay, same thing we are going to continue here. So that's why you should aware of where you get the front view, where you get the top view. Okay. And one more difference between point and lines whenever you are going to represent graphically is that we are having only the front view, side view and top view in case of points, but when you come to the straight line, okay, you are having true length, apparent length, okay, true length in front view and true length in top view, apparent length in front view and apparent length in the top view. Okay, so I'll explain the one problem. Okay, try to understand the concept. Okay, first I'll give the problem definition. Okay, first problem: a line of 80 mm length, 80 mm long, 80 mm long, has its end A, has its end A, 20 mm above HP, 20 mm above HP, and 30 mm in front of VP. 30 mm in front of VP. Okay. It is inclined at 30 degree to HP. It is inclined at 30 degree to HP and 45 degree to VP. Draw the projection of the line. Draw the projection of the line. Projections of the line, and find apparent lengths and apparent inclinations. Apparent lengths and apparent inclinations. Okay, so this is the problem statement. As I said, okay, as you view a particular line, so you'll get the apparent length. Okay, so apparent length is the graphical view, but true length is different. True length is your 80 mm length. Okay, and it lies its end A, 20 mm above HP and 30 mm in front of VP. So what is the quadrant here? Can you tell me?
First quadrant.
First quadrant.
quadrant,
Okay.
sir.
So all the straight lines, whatever we are dealing, so we are dealing with the first quadrant only, is a first angle projection. The front view is above the reference line and top view will be the reference line. Okay, all the straight line problems. So we are going to deal with first angle projections or first quadrant problems only. Okay, and here, in order to solve the problem, you remember any straight line problem, we need 5 data. Okay, suppose if any one of the data is not there, in that case it is difficult to solve the problem. You understood? So that first you search how many data are there in the given problem. You see here, you see 5 data are there. Okay. Here a line of 80 mm length has its end A 20 mm above HB and 30 mm in front of VP. Okay, so I'll start with the problems. Okay, as usual, first you draw the reference line XY. Okay, first step. Okay, next you have to locate the front view and top view of the point A. Front view and top view of the point A. How we are going to locate? Okay, here point A is 20 mm above HB. Okay. First you locate the front view of point A. Okay, it is 20 mm above HB. Okay, mark the dimension line 20 mm. Understood. This is the front view, means you are going to represent with dash. Next, how to draw the top view of this point A?
Below the reference line, sir.
Okay, below the same line, you have to locate the top view of point A, which lies at a distance of 30 mm in front of VP. Because as the point lie in the first quadrant, okay, the front view is above the reference line and top view is below the reference line. Okay, first step over. Second step is you have to take 30 mm distance. Okay.
Sir,
Tell me.
sir, that line should be of 80 mm, sir. XY.
No, that I'll tell. Okay, so just first you see I'm locating only A. You see, I have not done for B. Remember, I'll explain one by one. Okay.
Okay, sir. So how much length we should take, sir? XY.
XY, this one, XY. You take
Yes.
so it's not as dimensionless. Okay, you take just to draw from a beginning point to end point. Okay, how much you are having? It's
Okay, sir.
dimensionless.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. No, that you don't worry. Okay. Next, you have to locate the front view at a distance of 30 mm. Okay. So just I located the front view and top view of point A. Okay, understood? Any doubts in this one? Already you learned this one. Okay. Next step. Okay, you see, my line, it is inclined at 30 degree to HP. Okay, you remember. So whatever the plane above the reference line is HP and below this one is VP, and representation is like this. You have to represent this HP and this is VP. Okay. So my line is inclined at an angle of 30 degree to HP. Okay. Next step, what you can do? So draw one. This is called locus line. You remember? Okay. You have to represent like this. Okay, locus line. Local lines means it is not continuous line. So you have to first draw on a bigger line and then small line, then big line, small line. Okay, it is called a chain line. So you have to draw the locus line because we are going to take with respect to this point A. Understood? Okay. Similarly, you have to draw locus line with respect to your top view. Where your hand top view, that side, you have to draw the locus line. Okay. First step, as I said, you have to draw XY line. Next, you have to locate the front view and top view of point A. Front view is 20 mm above HP and top view is 30 mm in front of VP. So once you finish, you have to draw the locus line. Locus line is the line which is passing through the front view and top view of the given point. So, and notation, you should be very careful while drawing this one. This is a continuous line and this is your chain line. Understood, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, sir. Okay. Next step is what you can do. Here it is inclined at an angle of 30 degree to HP. So HP means you have to take above the reference line. You draw a line at an angle of 45 degree. Next step. And VP means you have to take below the reference line. Okay. So after drawing the locus line, you have to draw a line at an angle of 45 degree. Okay. Similarly, it is inclined at an angle of 30 degree to VP. VP means you take a 30 degree line, draw a line. Okay. Simply you draw a line. Okay.
Sir,
Just you tell me.
it is 45 degree to VP and 30 degree to HP. So you did it. You did
Sorry,
it.
sorry.
In exchange,
Sorry. 30 degree to HP. Sorry. Correct. Okay, next step is it is inclined at 30 degree to HP. Sorry. So you take 30 degree line with respect to its HP. Okay. And you have to take 45 degree with respect to it. Please make a correction. 30 degree to HP and 45 degree to VP. Understood? Okay. Next step is you have to take your true length. Okay. What is the true length of the line? 80 mm. Right? 80 mm. Now you are going to locate the true length in the front view. Okay. What you are going to do? Take A dash as center, 80 mm as your radius, cut the arc. Okay, next step. So take A dash as center, 80 mm as radius using compass, cut the arc. Okay, you will get one intersection point. Okay. So passing, you are having intersection point, right? The passing through that point, draw one more locus line. Okay, this is your 80 mm. This is your true length. Okay, 80 mm. Just you draw one locus. This is 80 mm. So after drawing 30 degree line, take true length. Cut the arc on the given line. Okay, you'll get one intersection point. Then passing through that point on the left hand side and right hand side, you have to draw one locus line. And you remember, and this point is represented by, don't represent it as B dash. We have to represent it as B1 dash. A dash B1 dash is the true length of the given line. Okay, and A dash B dash is apparent length. I'll explain now. Okay, first you have to draw the true length in the front view. Okay, so in the same manner, okay, so you have to draw the true length in the top view. What you are going to do? take A as center, 80 mm as radius, that is your true length, cut the arc on this 45-degree line. So after locating your true length in the front view, next you are going to draw the true length in the top view. So take A as center, 80 mm as the radius, cut the arc on 45-degree line. Next step, okay, same way how you drew the locus line, in the same way you have to draw the locus line passing through that intersection point. So whatever true length which cuts the arc, okay, so you get an intersection point. From this intersection point, draw locus line towards left and towards right. Understood, students? Any doubts?
No, sir. No doubt.
Good. Okay. Next step. Okay, you remember, don't represent A dash B dash. You remember, it will be represented by A dash B1 dash. Okay. And here, so whatever the top view you are getting, you mark it as B2. Okay, A B2. Okay. In my diagram, A dash B1 dash is the true length in front view, and A B2, you have to represent like this only. A B2 is my true length in the top view. Okay. Next step. Okay. Next step. Understand properly. Okay. From B1 dash. Okay. Draw a perpendicular line or the line at an angle of 90 degree, which cuts the locus of A at this point. Okay, don't extend, you remember, understand carefully. So you have to draw a line which cuts the locus of A. Okay, so to get the apparent view in top view, you are going to rotate the whatever true length in the front view. Remember, to get, okay, the apparent view. Now I'll get the apparent view. In order to get the apparent view in the top view, you are going to rotate the front view in clockwise direction. How you do? Same concept here also. Try to understand the procedure. From B1 dash, draw a line at an angle of 90 degree, which cuts the locus of A. Better you write locus line, locus of A, and this one is locus of A dash. Okay, always you have to cut up this point. Don't stop here or don't stop here. Okay, you have to extend that line up to locus of this point. Okay, next step. Okay, here it is my B1 dash. Obviously, the top will be represented by B1, already studied in the points. Okay. B1 is, okay, this is the top view of point B1. This is the front view of point B1 dash. Okay, just to stop here, mark that point as B1. Next step, you have to take A as center, AB1 as radius. Okay, next step. So after drawing this one up to locus of A, mark that point as B1. Next step, take A as center, AB1 as radius, draw the arc in forward direction like this.
So can you repeat that, please?
This step.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. You up to here you understood? Okay.
Yes, I understood.
Okay. Still once I'll repeat once again from the beginning. Okay. First you have to draw the reference line. Next you have to locate the front view and top view of point A, that is 20 mm above HP. Anywhere you have to start here. Better you have to take towards left hand side. Okay. So any point you mark 20 mm. Mark this point as A dash. That is front view of A. Okay. Draw a line. Next step, 30 mm in front of VP, get a point and represent the points as A dash and A. These are the front view and top view of point A. This is the first step. Next step is you have to draw the locus line. Locus line, always you are going to represent it by this line. Okay, locus line passing through A dash, draw one locus line and write it as locus of A dash, okay, because it is passing through A dash. Next step, in the same way, you have to draw one horizontal line passing through point A. Okay, this is a chain line, and draw a line and mark it as locus of A. Next step is, okay, it is inclined at 45 degree to VP and 30 degree to HP. 30 degree to HP means you have to take above this one, okay, draw a line at an angle of 30 degree, okay. Similarly, in the same way, you have to draw the line at an angle of 45. Just you draw the line, okay. Don't worry about the dimension. So after that, you have to take the true length. Take A dash as center, true length 80 mm as the radius, cut the arc on 30 degree line. Okay, you get 1 point. So mark that point as B1 dash. And passing through B1 dash to draw the location lines towards left hand side and towards right hand side. Better you draw on complete line. Okay, passing through B1 dash. This is your locus of B1 dash. Locus of B1 dash. In the same way, okay, already we have 45 degree line in the top view. Take 80 mm radius, cut the arc on 45 degree line and mark that point as B2. Next step is draw one horizontal locus line passing through B2. This is locus of B2. Okay, understood up to this point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now next, be careful. You are having the point B1 dash, right?
Yes, sir.
Next, you have to draw one vertical line, 90 degree line.
Okay, sir.
It should cut the locus of A. You remember? So start from here, you have to end up to here, okay?
Yes, sir.
Third line, okay? So
Yes.
after this one, we are having the B1 dash. It is your front view notation. How we are going to get top view is B1. So very simple, because you are going to represent top view as A1, B1, C1 like that.
Yes.
So already I have the top view as B1 dash and mark this point as B1.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Next step, what? Using compass, take A as center. Understood?
Yes.
AB1 as radius. It is not 80 mm. Okay.
Okay, sir.
You have to measure with the compass only. Okay. Compass. Take compass. Take A as center. B1 as AB1 as radius. Draw the arc. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Draw the arc. You see the arrow mark. I'm drawing in this direction. It
Yes.
cuts the locus. That's why I said you have to draw one complete locus line. Okay. So it cuts the locus line at some point. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now what you can do next step? You join whatever you are having. You have to join this line. Okay. Understood? Okay. So after drawing the arc, it cuts the locus line at some point. Okay.
Yes, sir.
That gives your the apparent length. Now you represent it as B. That's why I say AB2 is your the true length in the top view. AB is your apparent length in the front view. You remember, apparent length will be always less than your true length. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Whatever I marked, AB is your apparent length. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now you have to measure this apparent length. That's why I say in case of a line we are having four dimension. One is the true length in top view apparent length in top view. Whatever you are having, AB2 is your true length, that is 80 mm. 45 degree inclination, it is your true inclination. Now, so by rotating this plane means just you are going to cut the arc and find out this AB. AB is called as apparent length of the line AB in top view. Okay, and you measure that dimension, and it should be always less than your true length. Okay, by measuring this one, we are getting approximately 69 to 70 mm. Okay, 70 mm is the apparent length in a top view. Be careful while representing the symbols. You have to always represent it as B2, and AB is the apparent length in top view. Okay, so you have to measure and you have to write the dimension. AB is 70 mm. Now,
Excuse me, sir.
tell me.
Is it okay if we can take 69 also?
69 is so fine. Okay, 1 or 2 problem, no problem. Okay. Plus or minus 1 mm, okay.
Sir, can you explain AB again? How we got AB?
AB, yeah, okay. So, you are having 80 mm right here?
Yes, sir.
B1 dash, you understood point B1 dash, right?
Yes, yes, sir. Only AB, sir. How we got AB?
Okay,
Like
that's
that.
right. I am explaining that one only. From B1 dash, we have to draw one vertical line first.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, and you mark this point as B1 because it is my front view and top view. You can represent it as B1. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, next step, using compass.
Yes, sir.
Using compass, take A as center, AB1 as radius, this one.
Okay, sir. Yeah.
And
Understood.
from this point, rather, okay, from this point only you have to start.
Yes, sir.
Take A as center, AB1 as radius, draw the arc in the forward direction. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And
Understood.
this arc cuts this locus line at some point, right? This arc cuts the locus line. Already we are having locus line, right? The locus line means you are drawing the horizontal line passing through B2 first.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you are having one intersection point. Okay. Means this arc cuts the locus line at some point. And you are having this point A and this point B. Just to join these points. These two
Okay, sir.
points.
Understood.
Okay. Now that AB gives your apparent length in the top. You understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's why I said we are having the 4 important terms in projection of straight line. One is true inclination in front view, apparent inclination in front view, true length in top view, and apparent inclination in the top view. Okay. One is true length, true inclination. Another one is apparent length and apparent inclination in both the views. Okay. Whatever you are getting, this is the apparent length in the top view. Okay. And you remember the apparent length will be always less than your true length. Okay. By measuring, you'll get around 69.5, 70 or 69, whatever it is. Okay. Plus or minus 1 mm. Okay. Should not be beyond that one. Okay. Because we cannot put 69.2, 69.3 like that. Better you put 69.5 or 70, 69 like that. Okay. If it is nearer to 70, you write 70. Or if it is nearer to 69, you put it as 69. So this is the apparent length. Okay. Similarly, can you measure anybody's drawing in the sketchbook? Anyone is trying out in the sketchbook? Okay. Here, this angle is called as whatever I am showing here now, from this locus line to this apparent length. This is called as the apparent inclination with respect to your VP. And this angle should be always greater than your given inclination. Okay, so you are getting
55 degrees, sir.
how much?
55.
Exactly.
Yes, sir,
Right.
55.
Okay, 55 degree, correct. Exact answer, 55 degree. Okay, so this is we are having two angles, okay? 45 degrees what? It is called as true inclination with respect to top view. 55 degree, what you are getting, this is called as apparent inclination with respect to VP. Next, AB2. The length AB2 is your true length, that is 80 mm. And whatever you are having AB is called as the apparent length in the top view, and this should be less than your true length. You are getting around 69 or 69, I think. You are getting 69 only.
Yes, sir.
Understood. Okay. Now you got the views in topics. In the same way, what you can do, here, how it has started with B1 dash, okay? By rotating the true length in the front view, you are getting the apparent length in the top. In the same way, now you have to start from the bottom, from B2. You are having this point B2, okay? Okay. Next, draw one vertical line in the upward direction. How you drew in the downward direction, in the same way you have to draw. This is my point is B2, okay. From B2, draw one vertical line. This is 90 degree line. You have to take in the upward direction, and it should cut the locus of A dash, okay. How you drew previously, in the same way, same procedure you have to follow. Now you have to start from point B2, draw a line in upward direction till it cuts the locus of A dash. Can you tell me what is the point? How we are going to represent this point? Anybody? How we are going to represent this point B2? How we are going to represent?
Sir.
Huh?
B2 dash.
Okay, exactly right. Your B2 dash. Remember, okay. That's why I said the front view, top view representation is most important. I explained in projection of points. Okay, so once you understand, easily you can locate. The front view is represented by single dash. Okay, and side view is represented by double dash. Okay, so already I have top view. So you have to draw vertical projection line B2 dash. Okay. And you see, you remember, you should be very careful, okay? Don't extend up to here or don't extend up to here. Always you have to extend up to the locus of front view and top view, okay? So here I have extended up to the front view point, top view point. Here in the reverse direction, you have to extend only up to your front view, okay? Don't extend beyond that. Suppose you are extending here or here or here, it is wrong, I'm telling you. So it is from this line, it is a third line, 1 2 3, okay? From here is a third line, 1 2 3, okay? Like that, you remember. So next step, from B2, draw a vertical line. It cuts the locus of A dash. Here is my locus of A dash because you are drawing the line. Can you tell me how to complete this problem? Anybody? How to get apparent length in front view?
So we will take the distance of A1 and B2 dash.
No, correct. Okay, next step. Take A dash as center with your compass. A dash, B2 dash as radius. This radius. A dash, you remember, A dash as center. Okay, A dash, B2 dash as your radius. Cut the arc. Cut the arc in forward direction. Like this, in this direction. Okay. Using compass, take A dash as center, AB2 dash as radius, cut the arc. It cuts the locus of B1 dash at some point. So you got this point, right? So this is your B dash. Okay. This is the apparent length in front view. Join that line. Okay. So you see, take A dash as center, A dash B2 dash as radius, cut the arc which cuts the locus of B1 dash. Okay. Now join with A dash. Okay. You are having the point B dash. Now you join the point with A dash. Understood? So whatever length you are getting, A dash, B dash is your apparent length in front view. Can you tell me what is the dimension you are getting, anyone?
59. 59 mm.
59 mm, exactly right. 59 mm, okay. That's why, suppose you are practicing, it will be very good, okay. So, please do whatever problem I am doing along with me. Suppose if you are practicing now, you'll get exact idea. Okay.
Sir, I got 58. Can I write 58, sir?
Okay, no problem. Plus or 1 minus, no issue. Okay. No problem. Whatever you got, you write down.
Sir, I'm getting 56.
56 wrong. Okay, I think you might have. 50. You have taken dimension correctly. Students have taken.
Yes, sir, I took.
No, you have extended from B2 here.
Yes, sir, I extended.
Up to this line, you have extended up to locus of A dash.
Yes, sir.
Just check it out once again. You have to extend the line from B2 to locus of A dash. Suppose
Okay,
you
sir.
extend up to here, you'll get wrong answer. You have to extend up to here, locus of A dash.
Okay, sir, I got it.
Okay, next step is what you can do. Take A dash as center, B2 dash as radius, cut the arc. Okay, it cuts locus of B1 dash at some point and mark that point as B dash. Once you got B dash, join B dash with A dash and measure that distance. That gives your apparent dimension in the front view. Apparent length of line AB in front view. Okay, can you measure angle? This angle.
45 degree.
43, sir.
1 minute. How much you are getting? 43, 45?
43, sir.
45.
43,
Okay.
sir.
Whatever it is. Okay, now next step. Now it is a confirmation whether your problem is correct or wrong. I'm telling you. Last step. Okay, you have to join B with B dash. It should be on the same straight line. Okay, remember, you are having B dash here, you are having B here. So in order to confirm whether your problem is correct or wrong, so join B with B dash. Okay, once you are getting on the same straight line, in that case, your problem is correct. What you have done is correct. Otherwise, suppose you have to check. Are you getting, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. Means after getting B and B dash, you're having 2 points, right?
So I have to join B dash and
B. B and B dash.
okay.
Just you join with the scale. It should be on the same line. That's it. That is the confirmation. All of you are getting? Anybody? Any doubts?
No, sir. No doubt.
No. You're not getting? Not getting?
We got, sir.
Okay. No, someone said not getting.
Got it, sir.
Okay. So once after getting point and point B dash, the confirmation is just you have to join those 2 points with the help of scale. Okay. Suppose if they lie on the same vertical line, so it indicates that your problem is correct. Understood, students? Any doubts?
No doubts, sir.
Okay, next regarding representation. Okay, you see. So what is my A dash B dash? You have to write, okay, the problem will ask, what is your apparent dimension in the front view? Front view is 59 mm. You have to write A dash and B dash as 59 mm. Okay, this is your apparent dimension in front view. AB is 69 mm. Okay, it is your apparent dimension in top view. Okay, so after performing this one, you have to write somewhere. Okay, in the problem itself, you have to mention A dash B dash as 59 mm, AB as 69 mm. Okay, now coming to the angle. Okay, so here you are having 43 degree. Okay, so you remember four symbol, Greek symbol. One is theta, one is alpha, phi, beta. Okay, theta, alpha, phi, beta. You see, these are the four symbols you should remember. Okay, theta is your true inclination with respect to front view. True inclination is 30 degree. Okay, remember, always you have to represent like this only. Theta is true inclination of the line with respect to HP, that is 30 degree, and alpha is your apparent inclination of HP, that is 43 degree. You have to represent like this only, don't change the diamond symbol. Okay, theta is
So
alpha is apparent inclination of the line with respect to HP. This one 43 degree apparent inclination with respect to HP.
yes, sir.
Understood? This is theta, first one. True inclination of the line with respect to HP, that is 30 degree. Next, alpha, this angle from here to here, it is 43 degree. That is apparent inclination of the line with respect to HP. That is represented by symbol alpha. Next, okay, don't make confusion between theta and phi. This is called as phi. This is also Greek word. Phi is the true inclination of the line with respect to VP. That is 45 degree. Okay. That's why somewhere you note down theta is true inclination of the line with respect to HP, that is 30 degree. Alpha is the apparent inclination of the line with respect to HP. Phi is true inclination of the line with respect to VP, and beta apparent inclination of the line with respect to VP. How much you are getting? You are getting 55 degree. So these are the dimensions you have to write. So after solving your problem, after making the confirmation, so these are the steps involved. Okay, you have to write the apparent dimension in the front view, apparent dimension in the top view. Theta is your true inclination of the line with respect to HP. Alpha is the apparent inclination of the line with respect to HP. Phi is the true inclination of the line with respect to VP, and beta is your apparent inclination of the line with respect to VP. Okay. Any doubts, students? Understood clearly? Any doubts, please ask me. Huh? Tell me.
How many questions can we expect from this chapter, sir?
Only one problem. Okay.
So one problem from each chapter, is it like that?
Like that only.
Okay, sir.
Okay, points also you'll get one problem. I have explained so many problems, no?
So how many marks is it for, sir? Like each
No.
question?
So actually in exam you are having choice, okay? Points and lines together, it carries 30 marks. Means point 10 marks, lines 20 marks. Combined question.
We don't have a choice for that, right?
Or planes, okay. Planes, one more chapter I am going to explain next, okay. Choice.
Okay, sir.
Choice between points and lines or planes, okay. Either you can solve points line together or one question from plane, only one question from planes.
Got it, sir.
And solids, we are having only one question. That is a compulsory. There is no choice in solids, you remember. Only one question they will give. You have to solve that question only. That carries maximum mark, 40 marks.
Got it, sir.
And last one, we are having once again choice between, you are having two chapters, development of surfaces and isometric projection. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you are having choice, don't worry. So this is a, try to understand the concept, okay. So which one you feel easy, you can solve that problem.
Thank you, sir.
And in the exam, you get only one problem. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So whatever a problem explained, no, this is of 20 marks problem.
Thank you, sir. Got it.
Okay. So any doubts, students, regarding any this one? Try to understand. Okay. Once you understand one problem, you can do another problem easily. Any doubts? Suppose you're having any doubts in this one thing, you ask me, I'll explain once again. But you try to understand. So what is the true length, true inclination, apparent length, apparent inclination, how to measure and how to take the distance, how to get the confirmation. Means once you join B and B dash, suppose they lie on the same line, then only your problem correct. Means you have not done any mistake. Okay. Suppose while taking the dimension and then cutting the arc, suppose you are doing some mistake. No, in that case, you will not get the B and B dash will not lie on the same line. Okay. Means you have to check the problem again. Okay, any doubts, students?
No doubt, sir.
Okay. Now you tell me how we are going to represent apparent inclination with respect to VP? Symbol?
Beta.
Good. What is that apparent inclination with HP?
Alpha.
Okay. What about true length in front view?
A dash B1 dash.
Good. What about true length in top view?
A B2.
Good. How about apparent length in top view?
AB.
AB.
No. Apparent length in front view?
A dash B1 dash.
No, A dash B dash. Apparent length in front view. This is your apparent length, right? This
Yes,
one.
sir. Yes, sir.
This is A dash B dash. So you remember A dash B dash is the apparent length in front view. AB is the apparent length in top view. Okay, next A dash B1 dash is your true length in front view. AB2 is true length in top view. Next notation, theta is the true inclination with respect to HP. Alpha is apparent inclination with respect to HP. Phi is the true inclination with respect to VP. And beta is apparent inclination with respect to VP. So these are the things you should remember. You have to write all the things properly, dimension. You see the arrow mark also most important. How I am taking the arrow mark, you see I drew down, so you have to show the arrow mark in downward direction. It is a continuation of that line. You see the line, you have to represent the arrow mark also most important. So you are taking the upward direction, you have to show the arrow mark in the upward direction, and I continue this line. Okay, so this is the arrow mark representation. Okay, arrow mark is also important thing. Okay, understood?
Yes, sir. Got it.
Okay, now I'm going to the next problem. You only analyze. Okay, so little bit difference is there. You only analyze and tell me. Okay, my point in line of 80 mm long. So same problem, you tell me what is the difference. Okay, my line 80 mm long, inclined to HP at.
Is this the next problem, sir?
Next problem, HP at 30 degrees and 45 degree to inclined to HP at 45 degree, 30 degree HP and inclined to VP at VP at 45 degree line. Draw the projections of the line. Can you tell me what is the difference between first problem and this problem? Anybody? Can you analyze? The dimensions are same. Okay. What is the difference between first problem and this problem?
So first problem, they had given dimensions of top view and front view, sir.
Good.
And in this one, they haven't given any dimensions.
Then how to start with this problem? Can you think of? Anybody? In the previous problem, they are given some distance above HP and in front of it. But here, no distance at all. So can you imagine how to start? Okay. So what you can do? Draw reference line XY. Okay. In the previous problem, they have given some distance, but here I don't have any distance. What you can do directly, you can start from the reference point. You take anywhere on the reference line only, because I don't know the distance at all. Directly, you mark that point as A dash. Okay. Understood? I don't know the dimension, right? Directly.
At any distance, we should mark A dash.
Anywhere on the XY line. Anywhere on the XY line, mark one reference point E dash. With the reference to that point only, we are going to do everything. Understood?
So then how do we get the locus point, sir?
I'll tell you, okay. I'll tell you, okay. Next. Okay, understood this point? First, understand, suppose the dimensions are not given directly, you have to start on the reference line, because I don't know the distance only. So this is my reference line. Next step, so you have to follow the same procedure. Draw 30 degree line with respect to HP. Okay. Okay. Students, how to make your HP and VP. Okay. So I am saying, so this is your horizontal plane, right? This one, whatever the plane parallel to your floor is horizontal plane, right?
Yes, sir.
And
Yes, sir.
the plane and plane which is parallel to wall is vertical plane. Okay, and this reference line is your, okay, you see, this is your horizontal plane, this is your vertical plane, and intersection line is your XY. Hence, the plane below the XY line, you mark it as HP. And the plane above the reference line is very simple. So, first, you take like this, imagine the plane which is parallel to your wall floor is horizontal plane. Okay, and this is, whatever this one line is there, no, this is your intersection line XY. So, the plane below reference line, you mark it as HP. And the above the line is VP. Always you have to do like this only, because we are drawing all the things in first quadrant. Okay, this is a notation. Next step, draw. Same procedure you have to follow. How you did in the same problem, same thing. Draw a line at an angle of 30 degree. Okay, and you take true line 80 mm as radius. Cut the arc. Okay, this is your 80 mm. Okay, So passing through point line, that point, draw a locus. This is your B2 dash. Same way, how you did. First step, draw the line XY. Anywhere on the line, mark the point A dash. Next, it is inclined at 30 degree to HP. So, draw a line at an angle of 30 degree. Next step is, now you observe my true length is 80 mm. Take A dash as center, 80 mm as radius, cut the arc. So, mark that point as B2 dash. This is your true length in the front view. Once you got B2 dash, draw the locus line. Can you imagine and how to start your top view, students? How to start top view?
So we should take 45 degrees from A dash and
Good, from A dash only, because this is the one you are going to take the reference line. So what you can do, you locate A dash here. Next, you mark it as a same point below the reference line. That is your top view. Next step, you have to draw 45 degree line. Okay. You have to draw 45 degree line. Okay. But you see the marking of points above line, you mark it as A dash. Below the line, you mark it as A. Next step is take 45 mm angle, draw a line. Okay. Now, what is the next step now?
so take 80 mm as radius and draw an arc.
Good. Okay. Take A as center, 80 mm as the radius, draw the arc. And that point, what is the point to this one?
So B2.
Good. It is B2. That is your apparent length in top view. So, after locating A, draw a line at an angle of 45 degree. Okay. Next, cut the arc of 80 mm. Representation is most important. So, mark that point as B2. Okay. What is the next step?
So draw the locus.
Correct. So, this is your locus of B2 dash. And this one is locus of B2. You have to write clearly. Here, locus of B2. Understood? Can you tell me how to start? Next, how to proceed this problem?
So we should take radius A dash B2 dash and
No, before that you have to draw the vertical line, right?
yes sir.
No. How to draw the vertical line?
So from B2 dash to locus of B2.
Where is locus?
So it's not there.
It is not there. Then how up to where you are going to extend that line?
A dash.
Good. Okay, because we don't have the locus line here. Okay, we are having only one common line. What you can do? So from B2 dash, draw a line till it cuts this is the line which is the all locus line, your origin line, everything. Okay, because we don't have any other locus line. What you can do from B2 dash, okay, draw a vertical line till it cuts the locus of A dash. Is nothing but locus of A dash only. Okay. So what is the notation? Can you tell me anyone?
Sir, it should be locus of B1 dash, no, sir?
Which one? Locus of
B1 dash.
Not B1 dash. No, no. So after, sorry. Please change this one B1 dash. Good, correct. Good. Okay, that's B1 dash. Good. Okay. Can you tell me what is the notation of this point? How we are going to represent this point?
One, sir.
B1, correct. Can you tell me how to do next? What is the next procedure?
Sir, A dash and B1 as radius, and we have to cut
Ah.
an R.
Okay. Which direction? Forward, upward, and downward?
Upwards, sir.
Correct.
Sir, but there's no line to cut upward, no, sir.
No. Okay. So by rotating front view, by rotating the true length in front view, we are going to get the apparent length in top view. Okay. So after drawing this line, take A B1 as a radius. Cut the arc in forward direction. Okay. We have to extend this line, right? So already I have this line, and then take A B1 with the compass. Take A as center, AB1 as radius, draw the arc like this. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what is this point now? Tell me.
B, sir.
B. It is B. Good. Once you got B, and one more thing, you have to represent this with the thick line. Okay, remaining all the lines should be thin. Okay. Whatever point lines I am highlighting, you have to draw with thick line. Only AB and A dash B dash, remaining all the lines should be thin. Okay, don't make the same thickness for all the lines. So it is a wrong practice, I'm telling you. So all the lines should be thin. Okay, you make somewhat thin, and you have to highlight this one, AB. You have to highlight AB. Okay, that's why I'm highlighting this one. Okay, so after getting this one, you have to measure AB. What is AB distance? How much you are getting? You have to write like this. You have to draw a straight line. You have to, at the end, you have to put the arrow mark. This is a dimension line. You have to measure the dimension. Anyone?
Sir, can you repeat from that arc, sir?
Arc. Okay. Up to this point, you understood B1 dash?
Yes, sir.
Okay. From B1 dash, as I said, you have to extend up to locus line, right? But here we don't have locus line. Understood?
Around
I have only
69.
one common line is there, XY.
Yes, sir.
XY line is nothing but your locus line only. Because we don't have dimension. Suppose you are having 20 mm or 30 mm like this in the previous problem, you are going to extend up to that 30 mm, but here it is not there. We don't have locus line. We are having only one line. Whatever horizontal straight line is there, you have to extend up to that point. That's it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now this is your front view. And how we are going to represent top view? By the point B1. Okay. You have to stop here only, up to here. And mark that point as B1. Understood?
So B1 dash is the front view, na, sir?
A dash, B1 dash is front view. Okay. But here it is top view, this one. How you are going to represent top view? By B1, right?
Yes, sir.
B dash is top view and front view. B1, and already we have B1 dash, right?
Yes, sir.
Means how you are going to represent? Top view is going to be represented by B1. Don't put dash. Front view is dash. That's it. Okay. So
Getting dimension as 70, sir. Is that
70 mm dimension. Correct.
I got
Right.
69, sir.
69.
69 to 70 will get. Both correct. Exact answer is 69 exactly. Okay, plus or minus 1 mm, no problem. Okay. 69 and 70 both are correct. But most accurate answer is 69 mm. Okay. Got it? Those who are asking the doubts, no? B1, you got it? Next step, take this point. This is a common point. Okay, from this point, take with the compass, take this as center, this as radius. That is AB1 as radius. Draw the arc in this direction, downward direction. It cuts the locus of B2 at some point. Okay. So after putting B1 with the compass, take this as center, either A or A dash, this as center. AB1 as radius, draw the arc in this direction, it cuts the locus of B2 at some point. So whatever intersection point you are getting, mark that point as B. Okay. As I said, this is your apparent length in top view. After getting point B, join B with respect to A by thick line. After getting point B, you have to join the line with respect to A by thick line and measure that line. You are getting it as 69 or 70. Okay, plus or minus 1 mm acceptable. Okay, the drawing 69 mm. Okay, and what about inclination? Anybody? Can you tell me the inclination? How much you are getting? Huh?
55 degrees, sir.
55 degree. Good. 55 right answer. 55 right answer. Okay, 55 degree is your beta. That is apparent inclination with respect to VP. Can you tell me how to proceed next? I added only the top view. How to add the front view?
So from B2 to A, we have to draw a perpendicular line.
Okay, good.
And then take A dash and that will be B2 as radius. And draw an arc upwards.
Okay, up to where?
So locus of B1 dash.
Good. Okay. What is that point?
So that will be B2 dash.
No. B dash, just B dash.
B dash, yes, sir.
Good. Okay. B dash. Then once you get the B dash, just you join A dash, B dash over, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So next step. Now you have to take from the bottom. From the bottom, you have to start from 2 point. You see, remember, don't start from here. Suppose you start from here, wrong. Always you have to draw the vertical line only from your true length point. Okay. Here also, I have started from the true length point, and here also you have to start from the true length point. Suppose you start from here, it is wrong. I am telling you, you get wrong answer. So be careful while doing the drawing. So you have to start from B2, that is from true length line. Draw a line in the upward action from B2. You see the arrow mark, and till it cuts the XY line. Because I don't have any locus line, you have to stop here only. Okay. And what is this point? How we are going to represent? This is top view. How to represent front view of this one?
B2 dash.
Good. It is B2 dash. Now tell me, what is the next step?
Taking A dash, A B2 dash as the radius, and with the A dash as the center, drawing an arc in the upward direction.
Correct. So next step, same procedure you have to follow in the upward direction. Next step, take A dash as center, A dash B2 dash as radius, cut the arc in upward dash like this. See the arrow mark is most important. This one you are doing in downward direction, and this one you are doing in upward direction. Okay, next step, take A dash as center, A dash B2 dash as radius, cut the arc it cuts the locus of B1 dash at some point. Okay. So whatever intersection point you are having, mark that point as B dash. Okay, this is your apparent length. After getting B dash, okay, so you mark that point as B dash. So next step is join A dash with B dash. So A dash, B dash, you have to join by means of thick line. You remember only A dash, B dash, AB should be thick lines. Remaining all the lines should be thin lines. This is how to represent the lines. Okay, next step. So you have to measure. Anybody? What is the distance A dash, B dash? Anyone tell me?
57 I got.
57.
A dash, B dash, you will get 57. Exact right. Exact answer. A dash, B dash. But while writing, you have to write mm. But representation, don't write dimension mm. Don't write. Okay. Only writing, you have to write mm.
Is it possible to take 56, sir?
Oh, 56 also correct. Okay.
Okay.
Correct. Plus or minus 1 mm, fine. But it should not be too much deviation.
Got it, sir.
How about AB? How much? Next. What about this angle? How much you got?
55, sir.
55. So what about AB? AB you are getting 69 mm. Okay. Now coming to the angles. A dash, B dash is your apparent length in front view. AB is the apparent length in top view. Okay. So AB you are getting it as 69. A dash, B dash you are getting it as 57 mm. Now you tell me what are the angles you are getting. What is theta first? What is the representation? Theta?
True inclination of front view, sir.
Correct. What is that angle?
30 degree.
Correct. Theta is the true inclination of angle with respect to HP. You write it as theta. Theta equals to 30 degree. What about alpha?
55.
55 degrees, sir.
No, first you tell the meaning of alpha.
It is the apparent inclination with
Apparent
respect to
inclination with respect to the horizontal plane.
Correct. Apparent inclination of the line with respect to HB. It is 55 degree. Good. Next, you tell me, what is the meaning of phi?
True inclination with respect to VP.
Correct. Phi is true inclination of the line with respect to VP. How much angle?
45 degree.
45 degree. Good. Okay. What about beta? What about beta?
it
Beta.
is the apparent inclination with respect to vertical plane.
Correct. It is apparent inclination of the line with respect to VP. How much you are getting? Beta?
55.
55.
55.
So one more step I forgot here. Okay. Can you tell me? You should get confirmation, right?
We should join
What you are
A
doing?
dash and B.
B
you have
and B
to-
dash. should join.
Okay, don't forget to join B with B dash. Once you join, suppose they lie on the same line, then only your problem is correct. Suppose you're lying in the different lines, it is wrong. Okay, so means your projection is not correct. The both points B and B dash should be on the same vertical, and that is the final confirmation. Okay, so after confirming only you have to draw the dimension, whatever things you are getting. So the one question carries 20 marks, so you have to do properly.
So alpha value is 45 degrees, sir.
Alpha
Alpha value.
Yeah, even I got 45 alpha.
Alpha is 45. Huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
you wrote 55, I guess.
Sorry, this is 45. Whatever value you got, you write. Okay. Alpha is 45. How about phi is also 45, right? 545.
Yes,
Beta is correct. These are the answers correct. Just check it out.
Sir, I'm getting alpha as 55.
Alpha is 55. Okay, alpha 45 correct answer. Just check it out. So these are the correct answer, I think. Theta and phi, anyhow, it's given in the problem. Only you have to find out alpha and beta. Alpha you are getting 45 degree and beta is 55 degree. It is similar to your previous problem only. So whatever values you got, no same value you are getting here also. No change. Same value. First and second problem, no change. Even dimensions also, I think you are getting same value. But only we are having two additional lines in first problem. So we don't have the locus line in this problem. Okay, the first and second problem exactly same. Okay, only the difference is that we don't have the dimension of locus line. Okay.
So what is A dash B dash, sir?
Huh?
A dash B dash.
A dash B dash. A dash B dash is your apparent line. This one. You got the 57 mm, not this one. A dash B dash.
I mean, like the apparent length
Apparent length in front view. A dash B dash.
in front view. Okay.
So whatever length above the reference line is your front view, remember, and whatever length below the reference line is your top view. Understood? So A dash B dash is your apparent length in front view, that is 57 mm, and AB is the apparent length in top view. Understood, students? Any doubts?
no,
Understood?
sir, no doubts.
Okay. Now I'm giving one assignment. Just try out. Okay. So you're having a next class on Monday, right? Monday from 1:45. Okay. Can your sketchbook? So please, all of you note down this problem. Okay. A line AB assignment. So you have to do this assignment, and then only you come to know, okay, how to do the problem. A line AB of 60 mm long, 60 mm long, has its end A, has its end A, has its end A, and A, 20 mm in front of VP, has its end A, 20 mm in front of VP, and 15 mm above HP. The line is inclined at 25 degree to HP. The line is inclined at 25 degree to HP and 40 degree to VP. Okay, please all of you note down. And 40 degree to VP. Draw the projection and find the apparent dimension. Draw the projection. Draw its projections. Find the apparent dimensions. So all of you note down this problem. Okay. Note down a line AB of 60 mm long, 60 mm, 60 mm long, has its end A 20 mm in front of VP and 15 mm above HP. The line is inclined at an angle of 25 degree to HP and 40 degree to VP. Draw the projections of line and find the apparent dimension. Means you have to find out A dash, B dash, AB, alpha and beta. So all of you have to do problems in the sketchbook, okay, so that I'll solve some more problem on Monday. So practice is most important, okay. Students, please give your attendance now. Abhishek,
Present, sir.
so meantime you have to enter in the chat box also. Okay, you have to
Okay,
answer also. Okay. Abhishek Sridhar.
Present, sir.
Okay. Bahamid, number 2. Bahamid. Bawajir, number 3. Benton Biju.
Present, sir.
So you had meantime you have to enter in the chat box also. Benton. Darshini KJ. Darshini.
Present, sir.
Understood, Darshini?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Harshita P.
Present, sir.
Hemant A.
Present, sir.
Krisha M.
Present, sir.
Kritika CK.
Present, sir.
Nishant Y.
Present, sir.
Nitin R. Swami.
Present, sir.
Prajwal N.
Present, sir.
Shafali Ravindran.
Present, sir.
Sri Vidya Shishidhar.
Present, sir.
Lavenia Vijay Kumar.
Present, sir.
Syed Najish Shamin. Syed Samriddhi Raj,
Present, sir.
Nitish MS,
Present, sir.
Sagar N, Sagar N, Sahana Osmani,
Present, sir.
M Shashank,
Present, sir.
Shashank present, M Shashank,
Present, sir.
okay. Lakshmi Narayan KR,
Present, sir.
Janavi Harish, Janavi, Rangi Saran, Sripad,
Present, sir.
Anushka Yadav,
Present, sir.
Anushka has submitted assignment,
Yes, sir. Submitted it.
both geometrical construction and the projection of points.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Ashnil I,
Present, sir.
Rohan S. Patil, Rohan Patil, Bhargav Teja,
Present, sir.
Kushalappa,
Present, sir.
Hemant Kumar KH,
Present, sir.
Trupti K, Varun V,
Present, sir.
Apeksha,
Present, sir.
Shay Aditya,
Yeah, present, sir.
Nishant Patil.
Excuse me, sir.
Tell me.
Sir, I messaged you yesterday for the video lectures.
Yesterday lecture, Nishant Patil.
No, sir, Sri Aditya, not the yesterday lecture, no. HP and VP one lecture.
Okay, okay. Shay Aditya.
Yeah, sir.
The first class video, right?
Yeah, sir, first class video.
Okay, okay. Today I'll post it, that one. Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Nishant Patil absent. Kevin Alfred.
Present, sir.
Okay. Okay, students, you understood this problem?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you have to finish this problem, and whatever problem I solved in the class, these two problems plus one assignment. Okay, these three problems you try to finish by Monday. Okay, Monday 1:45 you are having a class. Okay.
Sir, should we post those three in the Google Classroom, sir?
Okay, now first you finish it off. Okay, I'll give the date. Huh? In that date, you can still some more problems are there. Okay, in lines. You can submit at a time. All the lines problem. Don't submit one by one. Still, you are having some more kinds of problems. I'll give the assignment based upon that one. You have to submit in the Google Classroom. Okay.
Okay, sir.
But keep ready. Okay, all these three problems. Keep ready.
Yes, sir.
So which you have given now, we have to upload it to Google Classroom, sir.
That's why I said no. Okay, keep it with you. I'll tell the dates. Okay, in that date you have to submit.
Okay, sir.
But don't lose anywhere. Okay, because these are the most important assignment, because all the problems carry marks. Okay, so keep safe with you. Okay, whenever I'll give the notification in the Google Classroom. So according to that, you have to submit.
Okay, sir.
So okay, so what you did till now, right, guys? What are the data given in this problem? Whatever problem solved, okay, the true length, okay, true length given, the true inclination is given, and then whatever the distance above and below the reference line is given. Okay, in the next problem, so I'll do one more. Shall I do one more problem?
Yes, sir.
Shall I?
Your wish, sir.
Huh?
Your wish.
No, because sometimes no, it overflows. That's why I'm telling you. Okay.
Sir, yes, sir. Do it, sir.
Sir, enough, sir.
Enough. Okay. Okay, no problem. Okay, that's enough. Okay, suppose if I explain, no, it will not understand properly. Okay, no problem. I'll stop here only. So all of you have to try out. Okay, I'll explain some more concept in the next class. Okay. Thank you, students. Thank you for joining.
Thank
you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Bye, sir.